The results were so immediate, and I'm talking like session 1, immediate transformation. Thinking back, it was like such a I felt very brittle all the time. I was so overwhelmed that I didn't know how to be who I really was.
So we worked on the specific area of relationship with self. So tell me, where was your relationship with self before we started working together?
Definitely to say perfectionist would maybe be an understatement. Very, I would say wound very tight. There's so much pressure that I put on myself. By the way, all of that came from me. And so I would really pull away from people trying to figure out how to process everything. But I didn't get very far because I only had the tools I had, and it was just like very circular, like, and it started to feel like I was spinning down the drain. I actually could like create what I want and create, I mean, just a full scraping of all the things that were not working. I like did not even know that was possible. Your guidance and the way you listened to me was so incredible, like, and actually helped me create a life that serves me and it serves my family and my loved ones. I feel like the quality of my life is just so much more improved, and that affects everyone around me.
This is Lance Debris, president of the Clarity Coaching Center, sharing another successful client's 5-star story. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Lance Debris with the Clarity Coaching Center, bringing us to another review. Ellen, thank you so much for taking your time to be us with today. I just want to ask you a few questions just to start us off. So first of all, just tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, where are you from? We'd love to get to know you.
My name is Ellen Edgington. I am 44 years old. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm married. Been married for almost 10 years, and I have a 9-year-old daughter. I am a project manager, and I've been working for a tech consulting company, and have been in project management for about 17 years. I take projects from inception, help break down the pieces, and help drive different elements of that project to the end result that people want. It's really managing relationships and managing people and keeping myself and others organized.
Fantastic. Well, you got a young gal and managing a team. You sound like a busy lady taking care of a lot of people's stuff.
Yeah, I'm a project manager every single day when I get out of bed.
So we worked on the specific area of relationship with self. So tell me, where was your relationship with self before we started working together?
Definitely to say perfectionist would maybe be an understatement. Very, I would say wound very tight. I definitely did not like anything to not go my way. I was also somebody who like really couldn't have a bad day. Like I always had to be great. There was only space for other people to have breakdowns or upsets. I really had to always be the one that was like the sharpest, on top of it, managing other people's emotions or outcomes and helping guide them. My relationship with myself is like, even for my family, I was like the rock. My mom passed away a couple years ago. I took on a lot of stuff after that, and it was like, you have to be the one to handle everything.
Would you say that was one of the main things that was holding you back?
Yeah, I had reached a point of feeling so overwhelmed, like I couldn't get my head straight. People go to their job and they're like, "Oh, I had such a tough day," and then they come home to like relax, and it's like I couldn't ever relax. Thinking back, it was like such a I felt very brittle all the time. I was so overwhelmed that I didn't know how to be who I really was, you know? I was just always on. I could not say yes to people.
How are you noticing like that overall just affecting all the quality of your life? Like you mentioned a few things. Is anything else there like that obviously could be quite burdensome and feel like you almost can't breathe or something, or there's no wiggle room, something like that?
Yeah. There's so much pressure that I put on myself. By the way, all of that came from me. And so I would really pull away from people trying to figure out how to process everything. But I didn't get very far because I only had the tools I had, and it was just like very circular, like, and it started to feel like I was spinning down the drain. And it created a lot of distance with my friends and my extended family. They felt me pulling away. But like, and then it started to kind of create some distance at home as well. And I think I hurt a lot of people and left people confused.
So tell us now. I mean, that's so that's so amazing. That was your before, and we'll talk a little bit now, like at the after part. So, like, let's first say, what was your biggest concern before, like, working with us being a fit? Like, I'm sure you work with other people. Ask, what was sort of your thoughts there?
Well, obviously, time. Like, do I have time for this? Like, are you kidding? Can I add one more thing to my life? I think that's probably the thing that had me took me the longest time to talk to you. Probably my whole life I've done different types of counseling, and I've done different types of coaching, and great tools, by the way. Like, There's so many great tools out there. I've read a lot of books. Was this the thing that was going to unlock me? Was this the thing that was going to fix me? I've never been here in my life, like in this situation where it was like came to this head, and like, was this going to be worth my time? And did you have the tools and expertise to unwind this person?
Like, let's give us a couple, like maybe 3 things you've learned while working together. What now has how has this been different than what you've done before? What's the main things that have impacted your life throughout doing this together?
Really fundamentally understanding that like I didn't have to be the one to do all of this. I've heard that before from people, right? You can ask for help. You don't have to. But with these tools and these exercises that you did, get it into my soul, like into my whole body, like that physically I feel like I changed. Like I don't have to be the one. I actually could prioritize myself. Like that was never an option, by the way. And it went to like, oh my God, like I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of myself for me so that I can be for others. And like that actually happened, which is so wild. Like those are things and then there's things that you actually be. And I was like, oh my God, I'm being that. And I think one of the really cool things that you and I talked about was when I got that I was like worth the effort. I never expected anybody to put anything for me. I was going to give the effort for others, but if others gave effort for me, I almost couldn't accept it. It was life-changing, period.
You reminded me whenever we read through back some of the stuff that used to be a charge, and like you actually noticing it right away, like, wow, this feels so different.
Absolutely.
So tell us, what are some other results now that you've been seeing after implementing these tools, going through this process, doing this whole breakthrough session, releasing, these old beliefs, these old ideas? Like, how has this impacted your life now?
I've actually been seeing my friends, which I've had friends for 30 years plus, who've given me space to do what I need to do, but like reaching back out to them and saying, okay, let me pull you in closer, pull you in close again and tell you what's been going on. And that's been extraordinary to reconnect with them. I feel like it's made me closer with my family because I've actually been able to ask for what I need. Actually, I think my family's been able to feel like they can make a difference for me, which I didn't realize how valuable that would be for them. I've been able to create some healthy boundaries around things that weren't actually working for me. And in my job, I started prioritizing my health. I've been going to gyms or trying different programs and stuff like that, and actually committing to myself to working out with a true trainer who's like almost like a doctor, who's like literally listening to my specific stuff and helping me work through my things. I am so worth all of this. I'm becoming like physically stronger. I think that has been, that was not possible. Like that was never going to happen, Lance. Like I was never going to like invest in myself with a trainer like that. I was somebody who used to because I'm a project manager, right? Big projects, never really completing them, but like the excitement of starting big projects and then being overwhelmed by these large projects and actually identifying which things need to get handled and like closing out those projects. Taking those spinning plates that were spinning in the air and like, let's unspin that and unwinding myself. So taking actions that I was like completely trapped in taking.
I remember you having like lists for other lists, and you're like, oh, yeah. I'm just going to add more to the list that already has a big list because, why not? And
why not? Having a list dictate my life. It really doesn't dictate. I noticed actually this week I hadn't looked at that list. Oh, it's now a reference point and not my keeper.
Right. Like the thing now it's like a guideline versus the thing that was kind of like controlling you.
Oh, completely. And making me feel terrible, by the way. I put a lot of pressure on myself and I was like, you're bad and guilty for not doing stuff. And I'm just free of that.
It's so beautiful. Yeah. So I'd like to know, like, who would you recommend this coaching program or working with me and why? Like, who do you feel like would be a good fit?
Anybody who's like tired of dealing with the same problems they've been dealing with over and over and over again. Some of the things that we dealt with were things that I've been dealing with for years and years that were like, not killing me, but like I would always try to solve for them. Like, well, I'll read this book and I'll fix that thing. But guess what? I was the one that read it and I was the one that was responsible for implementing the strategies, right? Not very reliable. Trying different strategies or trying like the same old thing. And like, you're still asking yourself the same question year after year. time after time, like, why can't I have this breakthrough? Anybody who's there, then those strategies actually mean something, right? Then those books actually can mean something. Then those other tools can actually mean something.
Yeah, I think it's so good. By us even getting all these other things out of the way, we can then enjoy these other books and opportunities to learn even deeper, let them sink in, because we're not having that filter that's sort of blocking it, or, hey, I don't have enough time for me. So,
I can't even do, I didn't have time, right? I'd be like, that was great. That was such great information. I don't have time for that.
it's so good. So what would you tell someone who's maybe scared to invest or scared to like jumping in and going for, any words of wisdom you'd have for them?
The thing about this program that was so mind-blowing for me, and I'm still like shocked about it, is that the results were so immediate. And I'm talking like session 1, immediate transformation. So then the next 11 sessions together, we actually could build on that. I actually could like create what I want and create, just a full scraping of all the things that were not working. I did not even know that was possible. Your guidance and the way you listened to me was so incredible. Like, you did not tolerate my BS. You'd be like, that, like that, stop. What is that? Let's take that. Let's unbox that real quick, and actually help me create a life that serves me and it serves my family and my loved ones. I feel like the quality of my life is just so much more improved, and that affects everyone around me. So thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. You have been such an honor to work with. It's been so great to see you grow, and you have been just a blessing to me as well. And I agree with you. I love these tools and techniques. They really changed my life. I remember the first time I had someone bring me through this like type of work, and it was just so incredible of like how powerful our mind really is, and what we can accomplish and everything. So any last words from you?
Just thank you. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing what we do next. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyone else who is excited or curious or wants to give this a shot, you just go to claritycoachingcenters.com and book a free call. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And thank you, Ellen. Have a blessed day. Appreciate you so